Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' blow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
Y'all, tonight we'll be doing a little bit of Carl Thomas. Storming outside when she keeps me home. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Carl Thomas. Quiet conversation makes me warm. So, summer rain, sweet rain, whispers me to sleep and wakes me up again. Sometimes I swear I hear her call my name. I want to send this out to all of the motherfuckers that put in the comment channel that I sing too much. Try this on. In the middle of the night when I'm alone. Yeah, buddy. I hear her kisses on me even when she's gone. Can't wait till she gets home. Summer rain, yeah, whispers me to sleep and wakes me up again. Sometimes I swear I hear her call my name. Wash away the rain, my summer rain. Yes, indeed. And just remember, I don't mind if it rains forever. Rain, rain, let it rain. That's right. I cannot imagine if you've been watching this show this long and you don't know If you don't want to see no video and you don't want to hear me sing, you got to come in at about the 20-minute mark. That's all I'm saying. So if you don't know, now you know. You know. That's right. So just from now on to everybody else that don't know, come in at around 20 minutes if you don't want to hear none of this. Other than that, this is just what you're going to get. Just what you're going to get. Summer rain. And you know why I do this? Because it's my damn show. It puts me to sleep and wakes me up. Oh, yeah. Calling my name, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right, summer rain. I said, baby, won't you be my summer rain? Uh-huh. I said, baby, won't you be my summer rain? Whoa, said, baby, would you be my summer rain? Yeah, yeah. I said, baby, would you be my summer rain? Hey, hey. To all the haters that don't like my singing, won't you be my summer rain? To all of the people out there that don't like my singing, can you just be my summer rain? Just please, just give me a chance. I'm trying to win you over. Yes, indeed. I'm just saying this is what I do. I don't understand how people, even just after all this time, still like says this. Like, I mean, if you could sing, and I'm telling you this, most people that can sing, they usually do. They just usually do in some shape, form, or fashion. It's very, very rare that you find somebody. I ain't talking about somebody who can carry a note, who can sing in a choir. No, I'm talking about somebody who can actually sing a solo, somebody who actually can sing. It is very, very rare that you find somebody who can actually sing that don't. I don't know of anybody that I know that can actually sing, like motherfucker can sing, that don't. So if you could, and most of the people that say something about it, too much singing, bro. Bro, I get it, but why you gotta sing so much? Hey man, the singing, man, need to go with that. Just get to the content, bro. Look, if you could, the people that say that, they would literally do the same thing if they could do it. They would do it. If they could, they would do it. And it's like, I don't understand why, if you know that's what it is I do, why would you think that you telling me that you don't like it would be the thing that would get me to stop? Because you're obviously telling me this. You have to, if you like it or if you don't like it, that's one thing. But if you're mentioning it to me, then that means that you would want me to stop or you would want me to do it less. But I know what it is. It's the people that literally, oh man, it don't take all that. Oh man, you just doing too much, bro. Bro, it take too long. It take away from it's what I like to do. It's just like when you would watch people's shows and they do the sound bites. Same thing. If you don't want to hear the sound bite, don't watch it. I have literally stopped watching other YouTubers that do sound bites that I don't like. I just stopped doing it. I said, all right, I'm done. There's somebody, I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm gonna say the thing. There are some people that stole my sound bites and I'll be like, all right, I'm good. It is what it is. It's fine. It's people that have stole Tommy's sound bites. Here's what it is. I'm waiting. Hey, you know what? CJ Gunn, I am waiting to hear somebody do my... What? I'm waiting on somebody to do that. I just know people ain't did it yet because they don't know what it takes to do that. They don't have what I have to do it. But already somebody has stolen some of my sound bites.
Shit.
There's one right there. I'm just saying. Hey, yes, a lot of people have stolen Tommy's shit. It's like people have even used, I mean, it's just like this. I think that
there is a point of complimenting somebody that you like what they do and you appreciate what they do. And if you gonna, use it, you gotta acknowledge it. You gotta acknowledge them in doing it. You can't just use it. You can't just use it like you came up with the shit. That's bogus. Or as we say in Chicago, that's bogus. You can't do that. So you gotta pay homage. But I'm gonna say this. There are just some things that are just so much of a trademark of that person that it's like, even if you try to use it, you really can't, because it's really just like all theirs. I'm just saying, it's just like, like BT. Somebody says BT, you instantly gonna think of my brother Tommy. You instantly gonna think of Tommy. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Somebody plays the Terminator 2, the Reese scene. Listen, playing that's instantly Tommy. It's like, that's one of those things that you just can't use. That's his. Even though James Cameron filmed it, that's his shit. It just is. It's like, man, I wouldn't use it. I would reference it and say, hey, man, just like the Terminator, man, cannot be stopped, till it's dead. I will say that. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. I would say that, but it's like, I could not play that cut. If I did that, it would be like me just literally like paying homage to that man. That's literally, I would have to be talking about him and talking about the things that he do in order to play that, because that's just his. It's just one of those things. It's just his. Like when you hear a motherfucker get into a ring and you hear them say, "Let's get ready to rumble," you cannot think anything else but Michael Buffer. That's his. He may not have been the first person to say it, even though I think he is, but that's just his thing. Somebody else saying it, you either could be paying homage to him, but you trying to say it like it's yours, it's just not. It's just not. It's just not gonna work. So it's like, that's my whole thing. So it's like, if people say, hey man, you talk like Tommy, or you sound like Tommy, look, I done came from the school of Tommy. It's not possible for me to not have none of his traits. It's not possible. It's just not possible. It's like, just like how when you look at a basketball player, you can't tell me if you see Kobe Bryant that you don't see Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. You can't tell me that you don't. You can't tell me that you don't see some of LeBron James. Some of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and LeBron James. It's not. You can't not acknowledge that. It is what it is. But if you gonna use somebody's stuff, use it. It's like, use it in moderation, but then just acknowledge it. And my other thing is too, there are just some things that, hey, you can do and some things you can't do. And if a person is trying to do whatever, if you like it, great. If you don't like it, just click off. I think I want to start like maybe that'd be a good t-shirt, to get like a t-shirt that says, just click the X. If you don't like it, just click the X or something like that. I don't know. But it's so much easier for you to just do that than to like feel the need to throw your 2 cents into the bucket. Yes, Alex, people say buy your logic. Come on, man. Come on. Anybody, I'm telling you like this, anybody that's on YouTube talking about logic, talking about buy your logic, buy that same logic, buy your logic, anybody using that is his. That is definitely Tommy's. I don't care. Motherfucker say, you don't own words. I know, but the phrases put together by that nigga, them his. That's just what it is. So it's like, you can't get around that. You just can't. It's like, acknowledge the man for what he's done, acknowledge him for what he's gonna do, acknowledge him for what he is. It's just that simple. It's like, come on, man. People say, let that sink in. You can't make this shit up. Yep, make that make sense. Dude, you need to preface that with, hey man, look, I'm gonna say it like Tommy would. Make that make sense. You gotta do that. It's like, cause if you not, you really not being genuine with what it is you're trying to do and the way that you speak it. I would not ever, never, ever, ever say that the way that I speak, the way that I make points, the way that I debate, those things, I learned that from that man. Facts, 1000%. Because number one, the shit works like a motherfucker. Number two, it's highly intelligent. And number three, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, what is the problem? Why would you not want to acknowledge? I mean, that's just like somebody quoting Martin Luther King, somebody quoting Malcolm X. Niggas say to this day, by any means necessary. That's Malcolm X shit. Like Malcolm X say, nigga, by any means necessary. It's like, come on, man. Why would you not acknowledge that? Right? People say, tell me I'm lying. Now, I've always said, stop me when I'm lying. That's been my thing. I've said that before YouTube, before anything. I've always been like, nigga, because people be like, man, why you saying shit like that? Why you going in on that motherfucker? Why you talking about that motherfucker? Man, nigga, stop me when I'm lying. I said that. That's just shit I always say. Stop me when I'm lying, nigga. Other than that, shut the fuck up, get the fuck out my face. Let me say what I'm going to say. But it's like, if you say, stop me if I'm, tell me I'm lying, it's like, come on, man. We all know what that is. We all know what that is. It's like, I just don't understand how people will, what it is that you have, you know, so much jealousy towards what another person can do. It's like, why would you be jealous of somebody you don't even know and not give them their credit for what it is that they've done? It's like, man, I don't understand that. And that's something that a lot of black folks do. We got this thing the way, if you don't do what we want you to do, if you don't do it things the way we want you to do it, oh nigga, we don't like you. And then if we don't like you, nothing you say can be valid. Nothing you say can be true. Nothing you can say can help anybody. We just done. It's like, but if we like you, no matter what you say, wrong or fucked up, we rolling with you. He said what he said. He said what he said. Yeah, but he was wrong. But he still said what he said. That's his truth. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. I don't know. And it's like, yeah, and that's true too. Even with Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels has said plenty of shit that Tommy said. A lot of his premise for his ideas, where his points that he was making, where he was coming from, the foundation of his platform was based off of shit that this man has said, and you didn't acknowledge him. Why? Because you was mad that nigga wouldn't let you dress him or some shit like that. It's like, we got to get bigger than that, man. We really do. We really have to get bigger than that. It's like, put the small stuff and the petty stuff to the side, and let's focus on the big picture and keep the main thing the main thing. That's all it is that I've tried to do, that I try to do. I would want us to keep that going, because all of the opportunities that we have to become better versions of ourselves. Look at how I just brought that shit back. To become better versions of ourselves, you have to be able to do that. You cannot grow as a person. You cannot grow a movement. You can't do any of that as long as, if you're not able to separate your feelings from the actual facts of what's going on and what's happening in life. You got to be able to do that. And we have a terrible time. We struggle with that. We really do. We really struggle with just taking the feelings out of it and just letting the facts be what they are. We really do. And it's to our own detriment, which is why I'm so adamant about it. I understand motherfuckers got feelings, and I'm not telling you not to have feelings. Feelings are very important, and feelings are definitely something that we should all have and be able to express, but feelings should be a thing that you work through. It should not be a deciding factor on how you behave and the choices that you make in life. Just saying. Just saying, we make too many decisions based on our feelings, based on this, how we feel in the moment. Not just your feelings, period, about how you feel about a certain thing or certain idea or certain concept. No, I'm talking about in the moment. That initial bitch, that initial motherfucker, that initial nigga ain't no motherfucker. That shit has fucked up a lot of niggas' lives. We've got to move past that part to say, hey, we got to say, hey, look, this is how I'm feeling in the moment. Because people have said plenty of things to me that have pissed me off in the moment. But I was able to say, hold on, nigga, get out your feelings for a second and realize what's going on. And realize what you want to do, because if your feelings in the moment ain't what you should do. It just ain't. Because it just ain't. It's just not that thing. So it's like we have to be able to do that. We got to be able to separate our feelings from the facts and make our decisions based on the facts. What we know. What we know should be how we decide things. Just straight up. And yes, and here's the thing too. It's like shout out, that's my boy Rayl. But here's the thing, Rayl, he did tell the truth. And like I said, I don't know if you just came in or not, but a lot of the foundation of what he said and what he talked about came from him. It came from Tommy. That's just what it is. You can go back to what he started out with, and you can go back to when Tommy started out. And you can go through and just look at, well, it ain't too many channels that got any of his content up, but you can find certain shows and stuff that he did, and you can find out how he actually laid stuff out. And what Kevin Samuels did, he basically repackaged it, and he put a different spin on it and went in a different direction as to how he used that. He did do that, but the foundation of it, the core of it, the main vowels of the words that nigga was saying, that shit was his. It is what it is. And I'm saying my thing is this. Why would you not give that respect to and acknowledgement to those that came before you? It's like, man, there is no Kobe Bryant without a Michael Jordan. There is no Michael Jordan without a Dr. J. There is no Dr. J without an Oscar Robertson. It's like there's so many different things, or George Gervin. There's so many different things that you can say that say, hey, man, we all influence and impact each other in some shape, form, or fashion. So it's like, why not take that and say, hey, this is one of the reasons why I am the way that I am. It's like Tommy ain't the only person I've learned from. I've learned a great deal from him, but I've learned stuff from Thomas Sowell. That was somebody I who had no idea until about 4-5 years ago, and have learned a great deal about how to think from that man. Just what it is. And even when I say race hustling, I always attribute that to him. It's just like Thomas Sowell said, these motherfuckers are race hustlers. Talk about Jesse Jackson. When I talk about Jesse Jackson, when I talk about Al Sharpton, first thing, the phrase that prefaces them motherfuckers is that race hustlers. The race hustlers. When I talk about the what's the Black Lives Matter chick I call Patrice Carnan Cullors. I always call her. She the new race hustler, the new leader of the race hustlers. So it's like, you got to put Thomas Sowell in that. That's just what it is. He's the one that came up with that. So it's like, those are the things that, like, a lot of times you'll hear Tommy even say the stuff that he says, he attributes that to his grandmother. Or to stuff that he's thought of and realized, I've even heard him say this, it's stuff that he's thought of and said, nah, these niggas ain't going to believe me if I say it, so I'm going to say my grandmama said it. And the shit worked. Fine. It's all, if it's just like stuff to make us better, if it's the knowledge that's going to help us, give us a different idea, if nothing less, then why not acknowledge those people that told us that? It's like a lot of people who really didn't know about Martin Luther King didn't realize that he changed his message towards the end before he got killed. They say, oh no, this nigga keep talking this shit, we got to kill this nigga. I'm just saying, but it's like, to say that he changed his message. He wasn't nonviolent. Everybody's nonviolent. He was like, nigga, we need this check. We need this money. Just what it was. Just like with what happened with Malcolm X. Malcolm X changed his message. He saw Elijah Muhammad was fucking all these young girls and getting these girls pregnant and shit. He just having his motherfucking way with all this young pussy in the nation. That shit made him change what the fuck he was on. He was like, man, I can't be a part of that. I didn't support it. That's what the nation do. That's what the nation do. Plenty of motherfuckers don't need it. And what's so funny about it now is niggas don't like for you to talk about it now. They don't bring it up now. Man, man, see, everybody always want to tear down. No, it's what it was. Is what it was. But I digress. Let me go ahead and get into the show because I done ran my mouth more than enough. And I want to really talk about what the topic is tonight because I think this is a great, great, great show. What happened in this show and what happened in this video was nothing short of epic. This is exactly what I'm talking about, what Pro 2A is talking about. This is one of those things to where, you know, a life got lost, fine, I get it, but this is one of those things where the right life got lost. Because it's one of those things to where had this father had not done what he did, there's no telling who would have survived. There's no telling what would have happened. There's no telling how this could have turned out. And I'm telling y'all this right now. If you don't think that is your responsibility as a human being, male and female alike, to protect yourself and that you're responsible for your own safety, if this don't prove it to you, I don't know what will. And if you still are not an advocate for being able to protect yourself and having the firearms necessary to do so, you deserve whatever happens to you in life. This here was just, I mean, it's plain as day. And of course, the media ain't covering this. Of course, this ain't all over the internet. Of course, these people ain't gonna be on Good Morning America. They won't be on CNN. They won't make it to The View. They won't make it nowhere on any of these liberal platforms. A father protecting his family and protecting his daughter will not be acknowledged by any of those platforms. And I'm going to just say it because it's the truth. It proves further that the idea of these groups wanting you to be slaves, wanting you to live on your knees, wanting you to beg for every single thing that you have, and ultimately don't want you to have anything. This proves it. It just further proves my point. The fact that this is not even being talked about. Not even being talked about. There's nothing about it. There's no, hey, did you hear about this story? Did y'all hear it? Nothing. Nothing at all. It goes to prove the point to say, yep, this is what they think of you. This is how they look at you. This is what it is. We don't want you to have shit. We don't want you to own shit. We don't want you to do shit. We just want you to give your power to us so that we can tell you what to do and to give you what we think you should have. Plain and simple. Yup. And you're going to thank me for it. Whatever the table scraps are that you get from me, you will thank me for it and be appreciative. That's just what it is. Let me get the chat up. Hold on. And it's like, it's insane, dude. It is insane. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and, I thought I pulled this up. I did not. Hold on. My lazy ass. I didn't get the damn, I downloaded everything, but didn't pull it up. Because I'm going to show you the, let's do this first, and then we'll do that one second. Oh, crap. Where is you? There it is. Yeah. So I'm going to show y'all the video first, and then I got the interview of them actually going to the police station, because you're going to go to the police station if you shoot somebody, so just be prepared. You don't get to just sit at home once you shooting, especially you shoot and kill somebody. You don't just get to stay home and drink your beer and get yourself together. You actually got to go to jail, and you got to go talk to the police. You just need to do it with your lawyer. That's all it is, all right? But, yeah, here we go. So, all right. But before that, I'm going to read to you the story real quick, and we'll go ahead and go from there. And Ohio, oh wait, I forgot about my favorite part of the show. Shout out to my wife.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. All right. An Ohio 22-year-old woman whose father shot and killed her ex-boyfriend as he attempted to break into the family's home said her ex-boyfriend's personality changed drastically after moving out to California and using drugs, including acid. You don't say. A grand jury declined to indict homeowner Mitchell Duckro for the July 31st deadly shooting that killed 22-year-old James Rayl outside of Duckro's house in Sydney, Ohio. Duckro's daughter, Allison Duckro, previously dated Rayl, but they had ended their relationship more than 18 months prior. 18 months prior. All right. The Daily Mail obtained new footage showing Allison Duckro in an interrogation room after the shooting. In the about 9-minute long video, the young woman sat strapped with a weird microphone, unhandcuffed at a table across from a female investigator, and described how she and Rayl broke up for the last time in late 2019 because he was being rude all the time and she didn't want to deal with it. Sounds fine to me, right? Toward the end of the interview, the investigator asked if Rayl used drugs, and if so, what was his drug of choice. He's done drugs, Allison Duckro said. He liked to do acid a lot. Back then, I don't know about recent because he moved out to California not too long ago and then came back. So I don't know if he started something while he was out there. She said he smoked marijuana and used acid, but said she wasn't sure about any other substances. He was nice in high school, but after he came back from California, he was just different, she said. Like his close friend or whatever, he just started treating like crap. Nobody wanted to deal with it. The young woman said she came home to find her ex-boyfriend in front of her house on the morning of July 31st. She went inside and slammed the door before alerting her father and mother that Rayl was there. Allison Duckro told the investigator that they considered calling the cops but were hesitant, so they instead first tried to talk to Rayl through the Ring doorbell, telling him to leave several times. He kept ringing the doorbell, and once the doorbell rings, when you start talking to it, it just starts recording, she explained. So you can hear her dad and mom both, because I was saying I don't want to talk to him, saying, hey, man, she doesn't want to talk to you. It's best if you just leave right for right. And if she wants to reach out, leave right? I guess right now. And if she wants to reach out, she will. Yeah, they typoed that. She will, and just stood there ignoring us. Motherfucker wouldn't go away, right? Okay. So Allison Duckro said that her dad went around to the garage to try to get Rayl to answer, but that's when her ex-boyfriend began fiddling with the front door handle. So her dad went and got his gun just in case. Rayl then began really busting on the door, she added. Yeah, this shit was wild. She said her dad went over and began physically holding the door shut, but I don't even know how, because you saw my dad and he's a big man, but he somehow starts overpowering my dad from the other side of the door. I can tell you how. This nigga is 22 years old and he was probably on some shit. That's how. People have this idea, the average size man is fairly strong. The other part of it is that, and I say this all the time when people be talking about, man, that little dude, police took 5 cops to lock him up. It took 8 police to dive on this. Somebody, the average man is very strong. Period. The average man is strong, especially a young man. We're not even talking about a buff dude. Just the average man is generally strong. Now, when you add drugs, it can make them twice as strong. So when you're trying to get somebody under arrest, you're trying to put these little bitty handcuffs on somebody's wrist, trying to get their wrist behind their back, and this motherfucker's hopped up on crack, coke, meth, heroin, whatever the case may be. It's like, dude, acid, motherfuckers tripping on whatever. It's like, dude, you have no idea how strong and how difficult it is to do that. To grab a person is quite easily for the most part. But when you're talking about placing somebody under arrest and doing it safely, doing it without breaking their fucking wrist, without cracking their fucking wrist bone or some shit like that, dude, it's very challenging. The shit is fucking hard. And it's like when I see a motherfucker, that's why I always say, if a motherfucker getting their ass whooped before them cuffs get on, fuck it. You deserve all of it. If you don't comply with the police before them cuffs get put on your ass, if he give you an open palm strike, a jab with the 4 fingers in your throat, or open hand ridge, whatever the fuck happens, you deserve it. If you're not complying, you get kneed, elbowed, whatever the case may be, hammer hand, whatever the case may be, hammer fist to the jaw, hammer fist to the eye, so be it. Shut the fuck up and comply. Because people don't understand unless you've actually tried to do it. And I ain't talking about grabbing somebody. I'm talking about actually handcuffing someone that is hopped up or crazy as fuck, got that dumb strength, whatever you want to call it. You don't know what it's like when a motherfucker is totally against and going against what it is that you're trying to do. Just saying. So, she said her dad went over and began physically holding the door shut, but I don't know, right, on the other side of the door. Allison Duckro says she was on the phone with 911 by that point when Rayl broke the glass on the door frame, and the door frame became loose. She went to hide before hearing gunshots. Police arrived on the scene soon after. Did you hear that last part? When did the police get there? Soon after. A lot can happen to your ass between 911 and soon after. I'm just saying. People think, and I guess one of the problems with this is, and that people don't understand, if you aren't from, like, it's an advantage but a disadvantage for me because I'm from the hood. I've seen wild shit. I've seen niggas run up in a crib. I've seen the police run up in the crib. I've seen niggas get their ass beat. I've seen niggas get shot. I've seen a motherfucker get stabbed. I've seen motherfuckers do fuck shit. But if you're not from an area where you can witness that, then you seeing it for the first time or never seeing it, it's kind of like an unrealistic idea. And the only thing that you can actually use to equate that is to see what you've seen on television, what you see in the movies. That's why when you hear, just like when I hear people say, yeah, man, he could have shot him in the leg just to stop him, I instantly know that I'm talking to a dumbass because people don't understand you can't precision shoot a motherfucker that's running at your ass wild as hell. But people have that idea because of what they've seen on television and what they've seen on the movies. So they think TV life and movie life is what? Real life. Well, I understand that you could potentially think that because you haven't experienced that shit. But if you had half of a fucking brain, you would understand that, well, that's a little more choreographed on what I'm watching. What I'm watching on TJ Hooker is actually choreographed. That means actually there's a script, and then you will run at this guy, and then he will hit you after he dodges your your downward stabbing motion. He will dodge that, and then he will hit you in the face, and you will fall to the ground unconscious. It's like people don't get that shit. And it's like, yes, like King Jin said, late as hell. 2 to 5 minutes is enough time for someone to not just fuck you up, but to fuck up several people. You can literally incapacitate several people in 2 to 5 minutes. Average response time is 3 to 5 minutes for the popos to get there. That's average. Unless you lucky than a motherfucker and got a police car right around the corner. In general, you got maybe 2 to 3, well, not really about 3 minutes response time. That's just what it is. 3 minutes is that's an acceptable response time. You call 911, beep, boop, beep. 911, can I help you? Yeah, it's Tyrone and bust down the door and he in the house. Oh, he whipping on my baby, beating my mama. 3 to 5 minutes. That's easy, 3 to 5 minutes, because it's like, I got to get the call. The central dispatch is getting the call, calling Adam 12 or whoever the fuck. Hey, look, we got a call, such and such. Here's the address, comes up on my screen. Now I got to look to see the best way to get there. I'm driving, got my lights on, wee, and I'm going, dipping and dodging, trying to get there. 3 to 5 minutes. Once I get there, I then have to get out, run up to the door, try to get in, gain entry, knock on the door. Police, open the door. Whatever the case may be, before I can get there to help, 3 minutes easy. But 3 to 5 minutes. So it's like when you got somebody that's doing some stupid shit like this is exactly why you need to be in a situation where you can protect yourself and your family. Because my thing is this. I will say where the father fucked up a couple of times. Number one, that whole blocking the door shit, nope. The minute my daughter tell me, Daddy Seanquavius is outside, I'm going to say, what? Seanquavius outside, he want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to him. You talking about that boy you broke up with about 8 months ago, 10 months ago? Yeah. I'm going to the door like this. Hey, look, Seanquavius, I ain't at the door. I was standing in front of the door. Look, Seanquavius, you better watch, get the fuck off my property, because you're going to have a bad day if you don't, man. Man, I just want to talk. Hey, man, she ain't talking to you. I ain't going to talk to you no more. Get the fuck off my doorbell and get the fuck off my property. Once I've said that, everything else is this. Send a mass. Send a mass. Send a mass. Send a mass. That's all I'm doing is telling myself, send a mass. Hey, baby, I'm being baby. Call the police. That's it. Send a mass. Send a mass. Yeah, once he break that door down, send a mass. I'm not going to rack it so it can scale. Nope, it's already racked. It's already one in the chamber. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not trying to understand. I don't need a negotiator. I need the coroner. That's who the fuck I need. I need the coroner to come and clean this shit up. That's what I need. Get this shit off my lawn now. I'm not fucking around. And here's why. It's not that I want to shoot somebody. It's not that I'm itching to kill somebody. It's not see, this the problem with you gun folks. Y'all always quick to shoot somebody. No, I'm not going to allow this motherfucker, whoever he is, whatever the fuck he's on, whatever mental issues he could be having, whatever the fuck he's feeling, or he could just think he a badass. I'm not going to allow this motherfucker to break the motherfucking plane on my property, breaking that door or breaching that door and coming in and getting off a lucky shot, getting in a lucky stab, getting any kind of motherfucking way he can to harm my daughter or anybody else in my family. I'm not going to allow that to happen. And a lot of times people think, oh, he ain't going to do that. Oh, he's not that kind of a kid. You don't know what the fuck is going on with this dude. She just said that this nigga was doing acid. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that the girl or the daughter is an angel. She could have been doing acid too. Shit, I don't know. She could have been egging him on. The fact that he showed up talking about I want to talk and she like no, and I'm like no, motherfucker, I don't like your ass. How about that? Get the fuck off my property. As my brother George would say, get off my property. I'm not dealing with it. And we have so many times where people try to deal with these stupid ass motherfuckers. They try to deal with this bullshit and they wind up getting stabbed. They wind up the ones being killed. They wind up the ones getting shot. They wind up being the ones getting their ass beat. And then the dude who did it will kill himself at the end. This is just what it is. I don't give a fuck how fucked up this dude may be, what the fucking ins and outs and the details of y'all relationships were or is. You at my door wilding the fuck out, trying to force your way in. Nigga, I ain't got nothing for you but some hot ass motherfucking lead. That's it. Now just watch. Y'all eat it?
A Ring doorbell camera captures the terrifying moment when a woman's ex-boyfriend is shot and killed by her father. It happened on July 31st in Sydney, Ohio. Allison Duckro says she and her mother returned home from breakfast when her ex-boyfriend approached the front door. When no one answers the door, the man starts to get physical. Through all this, Allison places a call to 911.
Hello.
I'm gonna try to let y'all get
guy
through.
On my front porch, and he won't leave, and he's got
Shout out to Cool G. Thank you so much, man.
Me on the ring. Okay. He left me a voicemail on my phone last night. Where?
That voicemail came from 22-year-old James Rayl, who Allison says she dated several years ago.
Hi, Allie. It's James. I just wanted to reach out to you because I just wanted to see how you're doing. It's been a while since I've talked to you, and I feel like it. I don't know what I feel. I do know that I do want to talk to you, though. I do. It'd be nice. It'd be sweet.
Allison later tells investigators she did not return the call.
And like he tried to contact me a couple times, and I've ignored it. And then last night he called me at like 11:40. I didn't answer. He left me a voicemail saying, "Hey, let's talk." I didn't answer him.
After Rayl breaks through the family's door, Allison's father, Mitchell Duckro, calls out with a warning. Seconds later, 3 shots are fired in Rayl's direction.
Getting further.
Please hurry, I'm sorry.
Ma'am?
Yeah?
What's going on?
He broke through the door and my dad shot at him.
Ring footage shows Rayl falling to the ground before dragging himself toward the family's garage. Soon after, several neighbors approached the scene.
Now look, am I not correct when I say this? Every time a wild, doped up, crazy motherfucker gets shot, don't they always get sober and get conscious and get all their faculties back once they get shot? Don't they? It's every time I'm crazy. Oh, I'm crazy. I'm killing everybody. Pow! Sir, why would you shoot me? That is excruciating pain in my lower abdomen. Can you please call an ambulance so that I can receive medical attention? Because I would prefer not to die now. Motherfucker be crazy than a motherfucker, boy. I'ma kill everybody in this bitch. Y'all motherfuckers don't know me. Fuck y'all motherfuckers mean. Y'all gonna find out today, motherfuckers. Pow! Pardon me, sir. Could you please call an ambulance immediately? Because I believe that I'm bleeding from my sternum. And if I continue to bleed as profusely as I am, I believe I'll perish. And I would not like to do that today. I still have things I want to do in life. They always do it. Every single time a motherfucker get their ass shot, they get sober. They could be drunk. Bitch, I'ma kill you, bitch. Fuck wrong with you, bitch. Watch when I bust up in this motherfucker. Cause you motherfucker bitch think I'm a motherfucking punk. Pow! Baby, please, I'm so sorry. Just call the ambulance. I need I need help. Please, baby. Baby, please. Help me, please. Oh, it hurts. Oh my God, it hurts. They sound like the wine lady. I remember the lady back in like the early 2000s. I was stepping on the wine and she fell real hard. Was like, ow, 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 ow. She's doing that. Every time a motherfucker gets shot, they get their senses. Be like, man, I need to get the fuck out of here. My man was crazy as hell bent on talking to his old girlfriend, busted up in the motherfucker, gonna make sure he gonna talk, bitch gonna talk to me today. Bang, bang, bang. You know what? Let me leave. My man, he tried to leave. Like, I'm out. I'm sorry, Mr. Duckro. I apologize. You all have a good evening, and hopefully I will make it. Right. Motherfucker say abort, abort. Danger, danger, Rayl Robinson. Danger, danger. Instantly, they get sober.
Okay, well, he's not moving. He'll have a gun. Did you shoot him? Okay. Call 911.
Let me tell you something. This is one of the reasons why I love white people. What you saying? Did you shoot him? That white boy, he laying there shot like a motherfucker. He look over, he say, hey, he's not moving. Did you shoot him? Why, yes, sir, I did too shoot him. Yes, because look, any white neighbor in an affluent neighborhood is definitely, it is wired in that white person's DNA. They have it wired into their DNA. Like you got the X chromosome, the Y chromosome. There's another chromosome called the check it out chromosome. It's a C chromosome where he's like, I have to go check it out. His wife could be like, no, Tom, don't go over there. He's like, honey, I have to. It's in my DNA. Let me go. I'm going to go check it out. See what's going on. Let's see what's going on with Mitchell. Honey, it's Mitchell. I got to go see what's going on. That motherfucker went over there like, he shot him. Did you shoot him?
We're on the phone with them right now.
Meanwhile, Allison remains on the line with 911 and can be heard comforting her father.
Dad, you're the best dad ever. You just saved my life.
I know I got Fort Laramie. It's gonna be Fort Laramie.
No, you saved my life, Dad.
You what?
As the Duckro
I love that part there, boy. That right there, boy. If that was me, I'd be like, you goddamn right. You my daughter. And if they send up 10 more motherfuckers, I'm going to put down 10 more because you my baby girl. That's what I'd have said. I'd have been on that motherfucker 911 call gangster than a motherfucker. Like, get some, motherfucker. Y'all hear that? That right there is what you call value. She values her dad. She respects her dad. She understood what her father did for her. Plain and simple. Wasn't no shit like when we was watching them motherfuckers when they was looting and raiding and shit when that motherfucking old man got shot. Oh man, cuz. Damn, cuz. Or them two sisters when they got their father killed and they was just sitting there crying and yelling and screaming like, while this man is literally still fucking gasping and hanging on for dear life, they already counting that their own father out saying this nigga dead. See that? That girl understood what her dad is. This is why motherfuckers, the whole thing of why it shouldn't be no single mamas out here, the whole reason why INDEPDENT independent woman don't do that shit right there. That's the difference. That's why fathers matter. That's why it's important not to just co-parent, but to have a daddy in the house. Because that's what the fuck a daddy do. Plain and simple. That's what a daddy do. That daddy showed it their responsibility. He wasn't, we're going to wait for the police to come and hopefully they'll get here in time. Let's just all pray. We're going to hold each other and hang on for dear life. Nope. That's what a bunch of women going to do. You know what a daddy going to do? Man, look. This motherfucker keep coming around here. My daughter won't motherfucker told her to leave. She don't want to talk to him. So let me get ready. Hey, man. Look, bucko. Look, bucko, she doesn't want to talk to you, man. Get lost. I'm trying to do my best white man as possible. James, she doesn't want to talk to you. Get lost, man, before the cops get here, all right? We don't want any trouble. We just want you to get out of here, man. James, just leave, man. We don't want you here. She doesn't want you here. She doesn't want to talk to you. That's what that daddy did. That's what a daddy does. Now, a black daddy, like myself, I don't know what this slogan is like. Yeah, okay. I told your bitch ass before, nigga. Come on through the motherfucking door if you want to, nigga. Hold my cigar, baby girl. I don't want this smoke getting in the way of my aim. See, I'm like this because I've been desensitized because of the environment I grew up in. I'm desensitized from this shit, so I'm already ready to get it cracking. I'm like, what? I'd have been sitting here on live like, yeah, y'all, so what I'm talking about, we got to become better versions of ourselves. Daddy, Raekwon won't leave. I'm like, what? Won't leave? Shit, goddamn, let me show you what the fuck. Right, Gucci. I'm wishing a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would tell me he ain't gonna leave and bamming on my door. Nigga, please. I'm gonna get that nigga that show enough. Nigga, please. Catch his bullet with his chest. Catch his bullet with his gut. Nigga, please. Like, boy, coming through that door better have the glow. Cause if not, you about to go. If you ain't got the glow, you about to go. You about to go. So you about to let it hit the floor. When you reach that upper level, you see it's a real nigga on the other side. It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work. It's a way of life. When it's center mass, doom, 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 you get it in your ass when it's center mass. You done took a class when it's center mass, doom, 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 doom. It's the power. It's the power of elimination. Shine on, shine on. Shine on. I'm telling you, Jack. That's me. But I get what this father did. We did the same thing. We just would have did it differently. Like I said, I'm desensitized from a lot of this shit because of my environment that I grew up in. But I understand the same thing. It's the same principle. That's all I'm saying. And while y'all watching this, click that like button. It's the same principle. That's all I'm saying.
Family stays inside the home. Neighbors outside monitor the situation.
Dude, I don't. You better hurry up and get an ambulance down here.
Oh my gosh. Hey, did you already tell them, Alan?
Yeah,
Did you tell them?
He shot? He's dead. He's shot.
He's gone.
Dude, he's about ready to die.
He's already dying.
He's dead. He died.
He died.
Several minutes after gunshots rang out, officers arrived to the scene.
He dead. He's died. Yep. He's gone.
The upper room with Jesus.
That's it. The police would have came there and they would have said, "What happened, Mr. Redmond?"
Well, he died doing what he loved. Getting shot.
There it is. That's just what happened. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
The guy's dead. Right.
That guy's dead.
Inside the house, he's the homeowner. The guy tried to break in the house. Okay. And the guy was just basically protect himself.
Neighbors always helping out, ain't they? Yep, that guy right there, that's Tom. He's the homeowner. The guy right there, he's dead already. We've checked on him. Pretty much what you're just going to have to do now is just go in, get a report, maybe get your sergeant out here, get someone to come get the coroner to come get the body. But yeah, he's dead, and the homeowner's in the house there waiting for you guys. Yep, no problem. Let me know if you got any questions. My name's Mike, and this here is Bill. And if you guys got any questions for us, just let us know. We'll be here to help all week. Yep, just let me know. I'm right here. You got a card or anything? Yep, be more than willing to talk to you. I'll tell you what I saw. I don't know about everything, but I know what I saw. And yep, sure will help. Just over helpful like a motherfucker.
We're right here.
Okay, you guys have your gun down?
Yeah, we're right here.
Officers enter the home and secure the weapon used in the shooting. After that, the Duckro family explains how the situation began and quickly escalated.
Was he following all three of you or just you?
Now, let me say this. Let me tell y'all something. I got to educate you. If you ever, if you ever have to pull your gun and the police are on their way and the police come, holster your firearm the minute they are on site. I know that you think I'm still the good guy. I know you think I got this motherfucker where I want him. As soon as the police get on site, not in the room, not in your view, not then they standing in front of you. As soon as you hear woo woo and they get out, you hear them doors slam, holster your firearm. Holster your firearm. Another thing, if you have to shoot someone, just that dreadful moment occurs in life, and you have to shoot somebody, and you call the police, you tell the police, or you tell the lady at dispatch. Well, I said the lady at dispatch like it ain't no me in dispatches. I'm a sexist, I know. But you tell the dispatcher what you are wearing. You tell the dispatcher if you the homeowner. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, or Asian. If you are the homeowner, you the good guy. Always they should ask you, but if they don't, always tell the dispatcher what you are wearing. Because you're telling the dispatcher, there's more than one dispatcher that's listening to that call, and they should be relaying all the information that you're giving to the officers. Good guys wearing a blue shirt and some pink pajama pants. Good guys wearing a onesie. The guy who's the homeowner, he's wearing a purple onesie, and whatever the case may be, you need to make sure that you are identified to dispatch as the good guy, because they will relay that to the officers that are coming on site. Not just the one that you see, but the one that could be coming around the back door, the one that could be around on the side window, or whatever the case may be. Always, always, always remember that. Holster your firearm once they get on site. You ain't got to unload it. You just holster it. And then you absolutely make sure you stay on the phone with dispatch and you explain to them what you are wearing. Even if you got to go let them in the door, you holster your weapon. Because you can get mistaken for a bad guy. All right? All right.
Just you two, and you were already home?
Yeah, we just came back from breakfast. Like, knew where I was.
Okay.
Like, he just followed me and zipped into my driveway.
Allison tells officers she had no communication with Rayl for several years until he called her out of the blue.
How he talking on the phone, I should have known he was going to do something stupid.
Body camera footage also shows Allison embracing her father and later sitting next to him near the family pool. At the same time, other officers secure the situation in the front of the home and speak with neighbors.
So we're here next door and all this.
I heard the gunshots and I've seen him drop. And
invasion. The homeowner.
I mean, you see a body laying there. But...
An Ohio grand jury later declined to indict homeowner Mitchell Duckro in the shooting based on stand your ground laws in the state. For the latest developments in this story and all things true crime, stay with Law and Crime Network.
Goddamn right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Goddamn right the grand jury should decline. This is why you need to have stand your ground. This is why I don't like that duty to retreat bullshit. This is why I don't like that. Well, if they're gonna steal something, you let them have it because things are worth more than people are worth more than things. This is exactly why you should have stand your ground law. And if you don't have stand your ground law in your state, this is exactly why you need to get it. And here's my thing. You don't know what this guy was capable of. You don't know what this guy could have done. You don't know what weapons this guy could have had. All points to one thing. He's on your property trying to force his way into your shit. Period. You should be able to lay down any motherfucker that's trying to do that. Anybody that's on your land trying to do that shit there, stretch him out. Lay him out so he can look nice one last time. Get him all nice and pretty up in the suit so his people can say goodbye to him. He needs to go. He needs to go. And I think who was it? Who was it that said? Was it Lorenzo? That said he's talking about the fact that the daughter obviously chose this crazy motherfucker. Here's the thing. Y'all all know I said if I was the king of the world, that fathers would betroth their daughters, and it would be arranged marriages. But in today's world, that's not happening. But here's my thing. Your daughter, at this time, this dude was 22. So she was dating this guy. For whatever reason, they broke up. Apparently, from what she was saying, they did drugs. So I would say, like she said, if you listen to the story, he was really nice in high school. He was really nice in high school. He was a nice guy and everything, and they was dating and all that kind of shit, fucking around, whatever the case may be. But it was once he started fucking with the acid and the fucking weed and all that shit, and he was being a total asshole and a total dick to not just her, but even to his friends. It wasn't so much that she picked wrong. It was the fact of just a series of unfortunate events took place in this nigga's life, obviously, to where he got into some major heavy drug use. And that's why she left him. So it's not a thing to where she made the bad choice. That motherfucker made a bunch of bad choices, and that led them to this. Just saying. It's like, I mean, my thing is, anybody can make these kinds of choices. It's not like, had her dad picked this dude, he could have did the exact same shit. Went out to California, got mixed up with the wrong crowd, hanging out, trying to be cool and all that shit. And there you go. I mean, just think about it. Most guys that usually get off into heavy drugs and shit like that, it's usually because they trying to be in the in crowd or some bitch done turn them on to it. Ooh, daddy, I like to be fucked with when I'm on Molly. Ooh, baby, I want you to fuck me while I'm on crack. Fuck me on this heroin. Just saying. It's like the way that, I mean, when you look at just the weed and all that shit, the introduction and the gateway drugs that take place, it all has a thing to where it just plays into either some unfortunate life circumstances or it's some shit dealing with a woman. It's just, that's just what happens. So it's like, you really can't say that she chose wrong. It was just that dude, apparently, she said, was nice in high school when they was dating and all that shit. And he started going down a fucked up path. She can't control that. I'm glad that she at least left his ass alone. And it wasn't no thing to where she was still fucking him, still playing around with him, still leading him on. When that motherfucker called her and was on that slow talking, high, hallucinating shit, because he probably realized too he was a much better person or in a much better situation when he had her ass in his life and probably wanted that old thing back. It happens. You get high or you get drunk and start thinking about what you shoulda, woulda, coulda did with your life with the right bitch or the right nigga. Happens all the time. And that's why when he called her high or he was on something, I don't know if he was on acid or whatever, he was just, I just want to talk and I just, I was thinking about you and wanted to just spend some time, just wanted to get together and talk. Hey, I'm sure that there's some other shit that probably took place in his life that got him on that path, and that's the fucked up shit he was doing. But my thing is, I don't want my daughter to make those kinds of mistakes, but I would want my daughter to get the fuck out once she see things have gone left that first time, as opposed to I'm gonna try to help him and get him in the rehab. I'm gonna try to help him and get him on a better. I'm gonna try to give him some help, and I'm gonna try to, I can just love him through this. Nope. Go ahead, lead this motherfucker, and be done. Just saying. That's just what it is. That's exactly how you can't help somebody get through some shit like that. Motherfucker get turned out, man or woman alike. Motherfucker get strung out on some heroin. Motherfucker get strung out on crack, motherfucking meth, whatever the case may be. You can't get a motherfucker through that unless you a fucking drug counselor or some shit. Unless you actually have been certified and have the tools to do that. You can't get a motherfucker through that shit. You can't pray a motherfucker and love a motherfucker through their drug addiction. You just can't. And so many times people try to do that, then a motherfucker go crazy and you the first motherfucker dead. Shout out to Philly Styles. Hit your boy with $20. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. But it happens far more often than you think. The motherfucker who's trying to help the motherfucker with the anger management, the motherfucker who's trying to help the motherfucker that's the alcoholic, the motherfucker that's trying to help the motherfucker who's on meth, the motherfucker that's trying to help the motherfucker who's strung out on A, B, C, or D, take your pick, be the first motherfucker dead when that motherfucker snaps. And more than likely, that motherfucker won't get killed and the fucker be going through the rest of his life, or her life, feeling sorry for the motherfucker. I lost control and I was just in a bad place and I didn't even know what I did. I blacked out. Yep, that's what happened. Say you blacked out, huh? Yeah, okay. Well, now my daughter's not here. She should have been left your ass. True. The minute you get a motherfucker that do that fuck shit, do some old heavy ass drugs or some shit like that, hey man, look, you got to go. Get out. Plain and simple. Fuck sooner than later, because you don't know what the fuck will happen. I just didn't want to leave him high and dry. Yep, well, now you dead. Mm-hmm. You done left us all high and dry. Just saying. And CJ said, what was he going to do had he got through that door? I have no idea. He could have went on an ass whooping spree. He could have just broke down and started crying and said, I just want you back, Allison. I don't know. I just don't want to live life like this anymore without you. He could have. Point is, you went about it the wrong way, bucko. Stand your ground. Full regalia. Full regalia. I'm giving it to you. I don't know what you're going to do. And I'm not going to try to put my life on the line to find out or figure that shit out. I'm not. And y'all shouldn't either. Too many times you done had that crazy ass nigga at your door, outside your window, outside in the bushes or wherever the fuck. Too many times you done had that crazy bitch stalking you and your new girl, and you just trying to figure out what she gonna do. Oh, she ain't gonna do that. I talk to her. Next thing you know, if I can't have you, nobody can. There you go. Try this acid on your face. Try this motherfucking gasoline on your body. Try this knife to your neck area. Try this whatever the fuck. Insert blank. Insert here in the blank. It's like that shit is not nothing to play with because you never know what a person's capable of. You just don't know. Just like that girl, the Instagram model chick that killed the boyfriend. Talking about she threw a knife at him and all that shit. Talking about, oh, now he abused me. And I hope they don't let that bitch off. Because now they show trying to say he was abusive to her too. I don't give a fuck. She killed him and tried to cover the shit up. You don't know. That dude didn't think that that bitch was going to go that far until one day she did. And then it's too late. It's too late. Now, I wanted to show you this because I actually have not seen this. So we're going to watch this and discover this together. This is the interview. So, you know, like how I said, you shoot somebody, you're going to go to jail. You're going to have to talk to them about it. My thing would be this. You need to talk about it with your lawyer in the room. This is not a thing that I would condone. I do not recommend that you go and talk to the police without a lawyer. No matter how right you feel you are, no matter how much you think you've done the right thing, you should not go and talk to the police without a lawyer.
I just want to talk to you about what happened today, okay?
Just saying. Ever. Right. Get that US. Hey, look. I got them, so I'm going to say it. God damn it. Maybe they'll give me a fucking plug for it. Give me a motherfucking free membership or something. I don't know. But this is why you should have that USCCA insurance. That's $30 a month or $35 a month, whatever the fuck it is. Can really save your life and come in handy. What is $35 a month times what, 12? How much is that? Let me see if I can multiply that up real quick. I think it's $35 a month. 35 times 12. That's $420, $420 a month can save your life. I mean, a year can save your life. Can save your fucking life. You gonna carry a gun, the responsibility of having a firearm and all that good shit, you need to make sure that you have insurance. Get that insurance, people. Motherfuckers spend more than that on their nails and their hair every goddamn month. Just saying. Get your attorney present. Yes, I want to talk to you. Yes, I want to cooperate with your investigation. However, I need to have my attorney present. Lawyer. Yeah, we just want to ask you a few questions. Lawyer. Yeah, but I just wanted to know if you knew the guy. Lawyer. 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 Liar. Lawyer. I want my attorney. Whatever you got to say, that's what you need to tell.
Or anything? Okay. If you'd like to have that lawyer, you most certainly are welcome to it.
Yes, CJ, this is Allison, the
Anytime
daughter.
we interview anybody, we just kind of go over your Miranda rights. It doesn't mean that we think you're in trouble. It's just that you know that you have rights and what they are. Along. Okay. And after each one, I'll ask if you understand it. And I don't think you're stupid. I do that with everybody, okay? Okay. All right. First one is you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that one? Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand that one? Okay. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand that one? Yes. If you can
use that right. I'm telling you. Here's the reason why. It's not that you don't and some police officers might make you try to make it seem like you being an asshole, but nope. Here's the reason why. It is a police officer's job. A police officer, detective, whatever the case may be, to do one thing in an investigation: gather information. As much information as they possibly can. That's why they ask you so many questions. That's why they ask you the same questions over and over again, because they want to get as much information as they possibly can. Now, here's the other part to that. Because they're doing this interview and conducting this investigation, all of this information that they are getting is not only going in as far as what the prosecutors may see and what the prosecuting attorney may want to look at. This is information that can be used on you or against you in any other case, like a civil case. This is all evidence that can be subpoenaed, whether somebody trying to incarcerate you or they're trying to sue you for your goddamn house. Either way, this is information that is going to be used, that potentially could be used against you in a court of law. So you explaining something and saying something to somebody, whatever the case may be, you definitely need to make sure that you have a lawyer present, because a lawyer will and should tell you what to answer, how to answer, to where you're only giving necessary information, not too much information that could potentially harm you in another case or in a case that the prosecuting attorney could bring against you. Just telling you that. Also, for those of you that are maybe a little nefarious and maybe a little criminal background, the police, detectives, whatever, they can lie to you, because all they're doing is getting information. This is not your trial that's going on. They can tell you some shit or lead you to believe some shit or give you some false information or idea to get information from you. Yes, they will lie to you to get information. Reese said, "Oh my God, hi Brian. You read my mind. I was going to ask you last show if you had heard this story. Here you are doing a show on it." That's the kind of motherfucker I am. I'm just cold like that.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Someone should have told you not to fuck with me.
I'm just cold like that. But you have to remember that. If you didn't know that, if you don't know, now you know, you know. Police will make you, they'll get you a sandwich, get you some cigarettes, get you a Coca-Cola, get you a Mountain Dew. Even if you're a hood nigga, they might get you a Tahitian treat, get you some knee-high or Cotton Club pop, or Wildwood pop, get you some White Castles, get you some McDonald's. You see they got Dylan Roof or fucking Whopper. I'm telling you, they'll get you some Home of the Hoagie. They'll get you some Portillo's. They'll take you, get you some Jersey Mikes, whatever it takes to get you to start jacking them lips, singing like the Temptations. That's what they will do, because they want to make you comfortable. Yes, you're right, Billy Goat. They got a budget for it. They got petty cash set to the side. Look, man, look, why don't we get a pizza? Look, man, we're gonna get something. We just get you a pizza, get you some pop, get you some Pepsi up in here, get your Coca-Cola, whichever one you like. We sit down, we chit chat. You can just tell us all about it. I know you've been through a lot. I know you're hungry. I'm gonna go down here to the liquor store. I'm gonna get you a pack of Cools, or better yet, I'm gonna get you some Newport 100s in a box. Get you some Newports. You can get your Newports together. You can chill. We'll talk about it. All right, yeah, just sit tight, man. I know, I know, you need some water or something right now. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna make that run, get that order in for you, and then, man, we're gonna kick back and we're gonna talk. That's all we're gonna do is talk shit. I ain't no lawyer. I'm telling you, that's what motherfucker gonna be telling. Like, I ain't no lawyer. I just want to talk to you. I just want to get the information, man. That's all. That's my job. I just want to find out what happened from your perspective. And motherfucking niggas be comfortable as hell because they ain't ate, you hungry, you want to talk, and you seem like you're a good guy. Hey, man, I believe you. They'll tell you that shit. Hey, man, I believe you. I believe you didn't shoot the nigga. I believe you didn't want to shoot him. I believe it was self-defense. You just got to tell me the story just so we can have it documented. Now, you can write it down, or you can just tell it to me. Either way, man, why don't you write it first? Yeah. Because that stand up in the court of law even stronger. He wrote this motherfucking confession. You know? That's just what it is. So you gotta keep that shit in mind. Them motherfucking police, they are not your fucking friend. They are not your fucking advocate. They are not. I'll talk to the district attorney, man. I know her, man. She pretty cool. I'll talk to her, man. Put a word in for you. No. Wrong. Don't think that shit. That motherfucker don't have no influence with the DA. DA do what the fuck the DA want to do.
Cannot afford or hire an attorney. One will be appointed to be present with you before questioning if you wish. Do you understand that one? I just need you to say yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay. And you can decide at any time when I'm talking to you to exercise these rights and not answer any more of my questions or make any more statements. Do you understand that one?
Yes.
Okay. And is it A-L-L-I-S-O-N?
Y-S-O-N.
What's your date of birth, Allison?
1/14/2000.
And spell your last name for me.
D-U-C-K-R-O.
David Brown said, get that Harold's on 103rd. I'm telling you, them motherfuckers might give me the talking boy for some Harold. And then give me 8 ways, fried hard, salt and pepper, extra mild sauce, extra hot sauce on it, not on the side.
Start off from the beginning. What happened today?
You want like my whole day or just?
Yep, go ahead, we'll start your whole day.
Me and my mom met my mom's friend for breakfast.
Okay.
We were there from I want to say 9 to like 10:45.
Click the like button, please, while y'all watching this. Here's a thing and just a tactic that you use as a police officer. Let me go in and just tell the business. When police officers ask you things that they know that you know the answer to, they know that you should know the answer to, like your name, your address, and all that kind of stuff, and they ask you something like that, a broad question like, what happened today? Tell me about your day. They're doing that to get you to get comfortable, number one, and they also are establishing a baseline. So we don't want you to just tell me what happened right here in this moment. We want you to be comfortable enough and to just absolutely just tell me about the whole day, because if you're tracking along the whole day, you're a little less likely to veer off and lie. You're more inclined to tell the truth of what happened because you're recalling everything throughout the entire day. Unless you're fucking verbal Kent, aka Kaiser Sorsay, and already got this shit figured out, then you can spin a motherfucking police officer with all the shit you got in the room. Talking about when you was singing in a quartet back in the day, when the quartet marker is what you was looking at. Like this quartet marker. Yeah, I was singing in the barbershop quartet back in the day, Yeah. So unless you fucking Kaiser Sorsay and you in the interrogation room and they gonna let you go, just remember that that's one of the reasons why we ask the question. Just say, look, tell me about yourself or tell me what happened today. But I know what ended, how the day ended, but tell me what happened before. Or even when they have you recall back, hey, July 5th, well, tell me what happened. Tell me your whole day. What did you do? What did you eat? Where did you wake up from? To get you into just telling and giving factual information and telling the truth so that you're not trying to make up a fucking lie or spin a lie. That's why we do that. Well, they do that. I don't do it.
Probably. Okay. Where'd you have breakfast?
Perkins.
Here in Sydney?
Yeah. And then we dropped her off.
Where does she live?
Oh goodness, she lives over by the fairgrounds.
Okay.
I don't know her actual address.
That's okay. Just by the fairgrounds?
Yeah, by the fairgrounds.
Okay.
And then after we dropped her off, we went to the Speedway that's over by that little mini Pizza Hut. I don't know that address either.
That's okay. You're probably talking to the person with the worst addresses in the county, so.
That's how my mom is.
By the Dollar General?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that?
And then I think we pulled into the driveway after that at 10:59 or 11, on the nose. I was like, wow, we were there for 2 hours.
Okay. So when you left Speedway, you went up over the bridge
Yeah,
by Lehman
and
and
we
then
just
turned down Cisco?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
And you got home, I'm sorry, what time?
Is this video too loud for y'all?
One of those two.
I can check myself.
I won't hold you till 1 minute.
I remember stupid stuff when I get nervous.
Same. That's okay. And like I said, if you need a break, just let me know. Let's take a breather. Okay.
And And then we got out of the car, and then like.
Oh, okay, yeah, it
like,
sounds
the
pretty good.
First little step to get out of the porch, and this car like whips into the driveway like 2 seconds later.
Okay. Did you recognize the car at first?
No, not at first. We were both like, well, who's that? And we were like, I don't know. I was like, well, hurry up and get inside, because that voicemail from last night had already scared me.
Okay, let's talk about the voicemail real quick.
Okay.
Who was the voicemail from?
James.
And did you call him James? Does he go by James?
Yeah, that's his legal name, yeah.
Okay, is that what he goes by?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
Okay. What time did he send you a voicemail?
11:30 or 11:40 last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had called me prior and I didn't answer because I'm like, I'm not getting into that. I was like.
So you recognize the number when he called?
Yeah.
Does it come up James on your phone
Yeah.
or his number? Okay. Do you know his phone number?
No.
That's okay.
Not me.
And here's another thing too. I'll say this, just because when you're talking, not just here in this type of situation, but even if you're giving like a deposition, I've done a few of those before. When you're giving a deposition, one of the things that, an attorney will tell you is like, answer the question and try not to be a dick about it, but don't offer up or give any additional information. Answer the question like when you on the witness stand, you say, yes, no, I do not recall. It's like it may sound like you being an asshole, but you're not. It's just like saying, yes, Lorenzo, this is Cobra Cat, baby. It's just one of those things that you're saying, like, I'm not going to give you some information that you may not know about or that could potentially lead to something else because I just want to just answer your questions. That's what a deposition is. You're not trying to prove your case. You're not in court trying to convince a jury of your peers or none of that. It's just simple yes, no. If you don't know, don't guess, and because you can fuck around and fuck up and be wrong. Say, I do not recall. Don't recall at that time. I don't remember. It is perfectly okay to answer that. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Because it's always, you can always remember some shit, but in that moment, I couldn't recall. And you could even say, like CJ say, I was nervous at the time. It's like I'm in a deposition. I got all these people looking at me. I got a camera rolling, recording everything I'm saying, whatever the case may be. I was nervous. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't recall. Yes. Yes, that is my name. Yes, that is my address. I don't recall. It sounds like you being a dick, but you're not. It's just that you really have to make sure that you're trying to be accurate, but you're trying not to also tell your life story.
It'll be on my phone.
That's fine. That's not risky. How many times did he call before he left the voicemail?
I think it was just once because I was asleep.
Okay.
So I don't know if it had run prior and I just woke up on the last one before the voicemail, or if it was just the one time and I was like up.
Okay.
I don't know.
So he called, you ignored it, and he left a voicemail.
Yeah.
What did the voicemail say?
Well, he was making like a weird noise at the beginning. I don't know what it was. And then he kept saying, hey, I want to call you. You should call me back tomorrow because I know it's late. And then he just kept saying after that. And I was like, that's a little weird.
Okay.
Because I know how he usually talks, and it wasn't like that at all. Usually he was a nice kid before this.
Okay.
I don't know what it was.
And then how do you know James?
School.
School. What school did you go to?
Fairlawn.
Okay. You guys were in the same class?
Yeah.
What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2017. I was a year early, but he would have been 2018.
Okay. And did you date him, or how long did you guys date?
Okay, so it was like an on and off thing for a couple of years.
Okay.
I want to say in total maybe like a year and a half if we added it all up.
Like all through your high school years, or after you graduated?
It started in high school and then it went out of high school.
Okay.
Just very briefly.
Okay. On and off, were they bad breakups, or just kind of?
We stayed friends.
Okay.
Every single time, so I don't.
And when was the final breakup, approximately?
I want to say maybe 2019 or 2020, I'm not positive.
Okay. What caused that breakup?
He was just being a dick.
Okay.
Sorry,
No.
I'm sorry.
We're all adults here. You can say whatever you need to say.
He was just being rude all the time, and I was just like, I don't wanna put up with it.
Was he ever abusive physically or mentally?
Well, maybe mentally a little bit. He was just getting my.
And see, here's my thing. Just, looking back on, well, not looking back on it now, but being the Monday morning quarterback about this situation, the thing could be this. That guy's family could go back and say, hey, he wouldn't have harmed a fly. He would have never done anything to hurt her. He would have never done anything to hurt them. He loved her. He loved him. Her family. He just wanted to talk, and they maliciously just, he just took his life. And I'm saying with her saying things like that, I'm not saying that it will be, but that could potentially be damning evidence and a damning statement for her against him and who he was. Now, this motherfucker was obviously on some fucking heavy drugs, and to think that he could just bust up in a motherfucker and just bust up in a motherfucker house and do what the fuck he wanted to do, obviously lets you know that this dude ain't in his right mind and therefore is capable of doing anything. Because I'm saying at the end of the day, you don't know what he could have did, but him trying to get in and force his way to that door, he could have just said, fuck it, had a gun and shot through the door, would have shot her father. Father would have been dead. Then what they would have been saying, he was on drugs, he would have normally did that, he was on drugs, he really didn't mean to do that, but her father's dead. And yes, I do believe that Ring doorbell, that footage and the way that it unfolded, it did play a huge part in this. But my thing should be, if it wasn't a Ring doorbell there, dude was still in the right. If there wasn't a Ring doorbell, my man was still in the right. Plain and simple. You don't get to bust up in my shit for any reason whatsoever.
Had a bunch.
When he got mad, what kind of things? Was he aggressive at all?
He would just tell me everything that was wrong with me. He would say that nobody was going to love me anymore. Stuff like that, because he's a child, but...
Okay. Would he scream those things to you?
No, it was all over text and everything. He would never say it to my face, which...
Okay. So you broke up in 2019. Did you remain friends after that?
Not that last time, no. I said I didn't want to have...
And here's my thing. With a lawyer, like, look, they broke up in 2019. She had no contact with him until this time here. In her cell phone, it shows that he texted her, whatever, this date, and called the next day, whatever the case may be, and that's it. All this extra banter. Oh, well, was it a bad breakup? Was it a good... Hey, bitch, that's for the lawyer that's for a prosecuting attorney to be asking while I'm on the witness stand. Hey, look, it was a bad breakup. Shit was over with. That's what a lawyer would do for you. He'll interject, be like, don't answer that. She already said they weren't together. The details of their relationship is not important here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's one of the main reasons why you want that lawyer in there, because that information that she's giving up could be information to try to establish something that could potentially hurt them in the long run. What the fuck the status of their relationship was has nothing to do with the fact that this motherfucker tried to bust up in the door. If they was happily married and this motherfucker trying to bust up in the house, that ain't his house. Dead wrong. It's like she's really just talking to her, but she's giving way too much information. She's being way too forthcoming in this investigation. The details and the intricacies of our relationship have nothing to do with the crime that was committed. This dude busted his way up in the house. He got shot. He's dead. That's it. I knew this person. I dated this person. The last time we was dating was 18 months ago. He shouldn't have been here. And he shouldn't have did what he did. That's what happened.
Have anything to do with them anymore after that?
Are you Facebook acquaintances or anything like that where you could have kept an eye on what you were doing?
I had blocked them on everything that I could have.
Okay. And then the voicemail or the call last night, when's the last time you had talked to him?
It was either the beginning of last year or the end of the year before, because my cousin had been living with us for a little bit.
Okay.
So she just said pretty much, motherfucker, it's been quite some time since the last time I talked to him. This dude just had a fucking epiphany because he was high and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go patch shit up with Allison. That's what the fuck he did. It's like, man, this dude is tripping on all kind of shit. I ain't got time for this shit, and I ain't trying to figure this shit out. Not my job, not my problem. Plain and simple. Not my problem. Because when you have things like that, you're putting in too many variables to try to play the what if game. What if this? Well, it could have did that. I don't know any of that. I don't know this motherfucker's state of mind. I don't know what the fuck he wanted to do, what he thought about doing, what he tried to do. All I know is that this motherfucker tried to force his way into my home, and that is illegal. Plain and simple. Stand your ground. Full regalia. See, you got people that see that, and see that's why we need to ban guns. Please articulate yourself and tell me why. I would love to hear that.
And him and my cousin were friends, so he came to pick him up. And I told Clay, my cousin, I was like, hey, did you tell him that I'm not comfortable with him being over and everything? He was like, yeah, that's fine. And then that was it. But I never, personally said anything to him.
Right. What's Clay's last name?
Duckro also.
Okay. So are they still friends that you know of?
I don't know, because Colton, which is Clay's brother, had just pulled up messages to show one of the detectives you had. Mm-hmm. And I guess James was asking Clay about me.
Okay.
So I don't know if they were still talking or if it was just a hey.
Do you know what kind of questions he was asking him?
The only one that I saw, because I glanced, I was like, probably shouldn't be doing that, was can you give me Allison's address?
And when were those texts sent?
Last night is what Colton said.
Okay. So James, do you know if it was before or after he left your voicemail?
I don't know. I didn't see the times on it.
So he texted Colton.
No, James.
He texted
I'm sorry,
Clay.
Yeah, James texted Clay, and then Clay sent those to Colton because Clay lives in Cleveland.
Okay.
Colton lives in town, so Colton would have been able to.
Why are we even talking about this?
Okay. And he wanted to know your address specifically on the one that you saw.
Yeah, I mean, there was a flurry of messages, and that was the only one I saw, but the one guy got a picture of him. I don't know his name.
UFO said, remember the chick that called her brothers and they ran up into her boyfriend's house? They got the same chick. I don't remember that, UFO. I don't remember that one. You gotta send that to me.
That's okay. That's okay. There was a lot of people at your house today. Okay. Did he give him your address?
I don't know.
Okay.
I hope not.
All right. But do you think he knew where you lived because he'd been there before with Clay?
It was just that one time, so I don't know if he remembered it.
Okay.
Or, I don't know.
Your car that you guys were in today, was that your mom's car?
Yeah, it was my mom's Jeep.
Does he know your mom's car? Like if
I
he
don't
had
know.
been,
I know he knows my car.
like if he had seen you guys riding around.
See, that's what I thought, because he was right there.
And you said he pulled in right as you got to the steps.
So I mean, he had to have either been sitting somewhere and seen us, or he was just already following. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything.
Right. You don't remember him following you specifically.
I wasn't oh no.
Right. When you guys pulled in, did you get right out of the car? Or?
Yeah, I'm very anxious.
Okay.
I'm in and out. I can't.
That's fine. Okay, so you got into the house, and then what happened?
As soon as I got up to the door and was walking inside, that's when he got out, and I seen him locking up, so I slammed the door really fast, and I locked it. And I told Mom and Dad, so Mom yelled downstairs and got Dad upstairs for us.
Okay, so Dad was downstairs?
Yeah, he was in the basement.
You have a finished basement?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
like
his little
family
area.
room, Dad's cave?
Yeah.
Okay. So then Dad came upstairs? Does he know
Calvin
why
said,
he's coming
do I
upstairs
believe
at
that if
point?
every state had a stand your ground? Wait, Brian, do you believe if every state had stand your ground would stop a lot of crime? Here's my thing. I think it needs to go further than that. I think it needs to be a thing of where it not only needs to be stand your ground, but it needs to be just a right to carry. Constitutional carry, whatever you want to call it. Everybody who can should be able to carry a gun if they so choose to. Plain and simple. Because the thing is this, there is no way to eliminate crime. People are going to break the law. It's human nature. It's order and chaos. So the thing is not to necessarily stop crime. The thing is to give every person the opportunity to defend themselves the best way possible should a crime occur. Case in point, let me give you an example to that. Automobiles. No matter how safe you make a vehicle, accidents are still going to occur. Why? Because they're accidents. You have human error. You have people that are in vehicles that may operate them incorrectly at some point in time, given whatever factors may be and take place, whatever may be happening. So you need to have two things in place: insurance, and you need to have safety protocols, seat belts, airbags, things like that. Because the thing is, you don't want to eliminate vehicles, but you want to make the roads safe as possible. You want to make people's vehicles as safe as possible. And even in the event that you're going to have an accident, you would like for people to be able to replace or repair their vehicles as soon as possible. So it's not a thing of eliminating accidents. It's not a thing of eliminating. Everybody knows that people will die every year. So many thousands, tens of thousands of people die every year due to the accidents that occur from vehicles. It's just one of those things. So it's not a thing of just saying, well, if we did this, we wouldn't have no more accidents. No, it's not a thing of saying, well, if we had a stand your ground law in every state, if everybody had a right to carry, people wouldn't get shot. No, people would still do it because you still have people that are going to do it. However, it is the responsibility of every individual to protect themselves the best way that they possibly can. And the government should not intervene in how that's being done when it comes to carrying a firearm. That's all I have to say about that.
And he already had told Clay that he didn't want James back at the house.
Okay. When you were dating James, did mom and dad like him? Did they get along with him?
They had him.
He was respectful of them?
Yes, very nice. Never did anything to make him be like,
Did James get along with his family?
With his mom and his stepdad, I'm not sure about his biological
Speculation, Yana.
Okay.
She don't know.
Yeah,
She ain't been talking to this nigga for a year and a half.
Do
She
they
don't
live
know.
in Sydney as well?
I think his mom and his stepdad do. I don't know about his dad.
Okay. What's his mom's name, do you know? If you don't remember.
I don't. I'm sorry. It's been a couple.
So they live in Sydney. He got along with mom and stepdad, but not so much dad?
Yeah, as far as that's what it came off as when he was always talking about him.
Okay. And your family, he was always respectful of them?
Yeah. Very nice.
Do you know how he acted when he was told, possibly by Clay, that they really weren't comfortable with him being there?
No.
Clay didn't say
No, but
anything?
he's not a talker anyway.
Okay,
so.
okay. Keeps everything to himself?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dad comes upstairs. Where is your downstairs door? I didn't go all through your house. So if you come in
the garage door and all, I don't know.
If you go in the back sliding glass doors?
Yeah, so we're in that little room where the sliding door is,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go out to where the living room is, and there's that little hallway right there.
Okay.
The garage door is right here.
Okay.
And that little chute where the laundry room is, and then the basement door is right there, right next to it.
All right. So he came upstairs,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
And then...
Shout out to, let me stop the show for this one. Shout out to Clinton. Hit your boy with $20. That's what I'm talking about. His opening, your family had a good holiday weekend. We did. Not hang around the whole show, do the work schedule, the moment, watch the playback. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Looking out. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, boy. Let's see who else. Matter of fact, get some more shout outs while I'm in here. Shout out to Despina. Man, Despina hit your boy with $5. Thank you so much. And also shout out to my man Mick, hit your boy with $50. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all keep them dollars coming. Keep them coming. Hit that donate button. I appreciate y'all. I'm trying my best to give y'all this A1 content.
I was like, I'm just gonna call the cops. I was like, I don't wanna deal with it.
Let me hit the cash out. Hold on, let me get my cash out. People over here see what's good.
And then we tried talking to him through the ring a couple times. He just like had his head down, his hand behind his back. And Dad was like, well, I don't like that.
Did he knock at first, or was he
He
just standing
kept
there?
ringing the doorbell.
So he did
Yeah.
keep ringing the doorbell? Okay.
And once the ring doorbell rings, when you start talking to it, it just starts recording.
Okay.
So you can hear Dad and Mom both, because I was like, I don't want to talk.
There we go.
Saying, hey man, like, she doesn't want to talk to you.
Shout out to my man Rick. Hit your boy with $10. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
And he just stood there and kept ignoring him. So then Dad
Shout out to my man Leighton. Hit your boy with $15. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh wait, hold on. He be with some stock. Okay.
And then he tried to start
That's what's up. I'll accept that. I'll take that.
the door handle.
Okay.
And Dad's like, I don't like that. So he goes and gets his gun just in case.
And where does Dad keep his gun?
In his bedroom, I believe. I think it's in the nightstand next to his side, but I'm not positive.
Shout out to Nikki. Always looking out. Hit your boy with $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You need to stop.
Shout out to my man Derek. Hit your boy with $5. Appreciate it.
On the door, so Dad goes over and
Shout out to Brandy. Hit your boy with $25. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I hope he's a big man.
And my man Jason hit me with $1. Said, "Oh, talking about yesterday with Tommy, the other day with Tommy went live."
So your dad's on the other side of the door, physically holding it shut.
Oh, I was already on the phone with 911 at this point. I forgot that.
That's okay. That's okay.
And she's trying to get my information. Dad's holding the door. Mom's freaking out. And then, like, I don't know how he broke the glass through the door, but he, like, broke the glass. The door frame, whatever that's called, the jamb or whatever, splits off. He's starting to get in. And then I freak out and I go run and hide because I didn't know what to do.
Before that, were you all in the living room?
Yeah, we were all standing right there next to the fireplace. Me and Mom were.
Okay.
Over here. He's still at the door. I didn't even see when he shot or anything. I just heard it.
Oh, Leighton hit me with another $15 in the stock. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I would have done the same thing. And then, do you remember much after that, after hearing the shots?
I screamed a bunch.
Okay.
And then I really, like, started freaking out. Like, oh my God.
Okay.
And then after that,
That's what I'm talking about.
then our two neighbors rang over because they heard the shots.
Okay. If you're looking at your house, was it the neighbors over to the right or to the left?
If we're looking at
And here's my thing too, and I'm not gonna go through this whole thing. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what an interrogation looks like with something like this. They've done this part already, and the grand jury has already decided not to press charges or anything like that, not to move forward with any type of indictment. But they had to use this as part of that. So that's why, you see something like this will happen. They're not necessarily trying to build a case against her. They're just asking her about what happened and getting her side of the story. They'll do the same thing with the father and all that kind of stuff. This is just a part of the process. But like I said, when you're doing something like this, you definitely want to have a lawyer present because a Ring doorbell camera footage is not always available. And sometimes it could be one of those cases where it can go either way. Just saying. And depending on the state and what your state laws are, could let it go one way or the other. And the thing is what you would want a grand jury, or what you would want, I'm sorry, not a grand jury, but what you would want a prosecuting attorney to be able to say, at the very least, we don't have enough evidence to make a case. There's not enough evidence for us to press charges. And that's why you need to have a lawyer. It's Schofield. Oh, my bad. What did I say, Rick? What did I say? Did I say something else? But I'm just saying, you just want to be able to say that. Shout out to my man, Philly Styles. Hit your boy up again with another $10. Thank you, bro. But you want that prosecuting attorney at the very least, even if that dude's parents could be like, we want to press charges. His loved one, his wife, his girlfriend, we want to press charges. Prosecuting attorney be like, look, we don't have enough evidence to do this, to build a case. We don't have enough to build a case, to press charges, to indict this person, whatever the case may be. That's what you want them to be able to say. That's just what it is. That's gonna be my last point, Aaron. You ahead of me. I'm about to wrap it up though.
also would be the ones on the, that side.
The north side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're fine. Neither am I.
And then, they start trying to go over to him, see if he's okay, and Mom's yelling. She opened the window and said, no, don't go over there, because we didn't know if he had anything.
Right.
And we didn't want them to get hurt, we didn't want them to get injured or anything if he shot back up, so they stayed there. And then I think maybe like 5 minutes later, then you guys...
So pretty much, we could just stop it right now. Pretty much, actually, we put a commercial right now. Why not? Boom, bam. So pretty much, this is what an investigation looks like. When it comes to conducting an investigation from the police perspective, if there's any type of this information that's being given right now, this testimony, whatever you want to call it, this interview that's taking place right now is what it is. This interview is basically for the record. This is something, if somebody wants to, they want to press charges or they want to revisit this case 5 years from now, whatever, this is evidence that can be used. If there's a civil lawsuit or something like that that occurs, this evidence will be used, which is another reason why you want a lawyer in there, because you don't want them to give a lot of information that could potentially be used against them. So it's like you have to understand that that's another reason why you want to have a lawyer present, because all this whatchamacallit, the police officer that's in there that's doing this interview, they ain't on nobody's side. They just in there asking questions and getting information. That's it. That's just what it is. So it's like, shout out to Soto Nation. That's damn right, baby. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, bro. But the thing is this, and I will end with this. One of the biggest things that I saw about this was how the father handled himself in the doorway and dealing with that dude at the door. You don't do that because you don't know what somebody may have on the other side of the door. The other part to this is that this is a clear indicator to show, and what Aaron was leading to is what you should show. This is a clear indication as to why it's so important to train and why it's so important to keep training and to go take classes so that you know how to handle this type of situation. Because I don't know where he was when he shot this dude, but I would hope that he was behind cover when he did so. I would hope that he was behind cover when he did so, if he could be, if it was at all possible. You want to be able, at the very least, especially in your own house, know when and where you want to shoot someone from because of things like cover, concealment, and things like that. Because you never know if there is a situation where someone is breaking into your house. There's a situation like this where you got a domestic, incident or whatever, where it's a man and woman arguing or whatever the case may be. You never know. But you definitely want to make sure that you're training for this kind of stuff, because shooting inside of a home, shooting in close quarters can be something where it's not about necessarily protecting your life, but protecting others. Because you don't want to have this situation happen and you got kids in another room and a bullet goes through a wall. You got somebody else in another room and a bullet goes through the door. Whatever the case may be, you want to be ready for this kind of situation, and you want to be approaching this situation with a tactical mindset to know not only what you're shooting, but you want to know what's beyond your target and what's beyond your target and beyond it. Just like when I talked about those police officers in Denver that shot those innocent bystanders because they were not being cognizant of what was behind their target or beyond it. And they shot some innocent people because of it. When you train and you walk through your house and you know what's going on in your house, because this could have took place at 3 o'clock in the morning. It could have been dark. And he could have just got through off of a bender and could have just been high as fuck, just trying to bust in the motherfucker, and they would have known who it was. You still want to be able to execute the same way. So everybody that has a home, you got an apartment, whatever the case may be, you need to go and get training so that you can be you can be ready and have a tactical mindset on how to protect your home, where you need to stand, how to clear your house, how to walk through your house with a gun. The best way to understand what's going on in your house is if someone's breaking in through this window in the back of your house, somebody's breaking in through the front door, the side door, the attic, the crawl space, whatever the case may be. You want to have a tactical mindset, especially in your own home, because you're the most familiar with it, to know when and where you want to be able to shoot someone if you have to. Having a plan on what you, your kids, and your loved ones will do if in the event something like this does happen. To know, hey, do I go get the kids? Do I bunker down in the kids' room? depending on what's going on, where do I go? What do I do so that I can protect my family completely? Not just being ready to shoot somebody, but knowing, hey, do we retreat to the basement? Do we go to this room? If we can't, who go get the kids? Who stay with the kids? Whatever the case may be. If I hear somebody breaking into my house, we got a plan. My wife, I'm going to the threat, and my wife is going to the kids. Guns in hand, ready. And I ain't coming to go look for my wife until the threat has been eliminated. We have certain verbiage that we use because a motherfucker get the drop on me and be like, yeah, what the fuck your wife and your kids at, nigga? You better not say shit neither. And I could be walking to the back, and my wife would know, depending on how I answer and how I speak to her, if everything's okay or not. Just saying. That's the kind of stuff you have to know, and you have to train for that kind of stuff. My wife knows, hey, if she wakes me up and it's go time or some shit, she know what to do. She knows what to do, and I know what to do. I can tell her, go get the kids, go in the room, don't come out till I come get you, and now here's the safe word. If I don't drop that safe word, nigga, you in trouble. That's just how it is. And those are the things, that's just training. That's stuff that you do. That's tactical training that you should know, tactical training that you should do to be ready for that kind of stuff. Even for you all that got big houses, you got 2-story houses. Do you have simple things like an escape ladder at your windows? Say the house on fire, and ain't nobody breaking in, but the house on fire. You want your kid trying to jump out of a fucking 2-story house? Or do you want to have a ladder already there that costs, $69, $70, some shit like that, that you can just put, and they let the ladder out and they can climb down? The Godfather said, what's safe word? The safe word would be an all clear word. It's a word that you all come up with to let everybody know that everything is clear, everything is good. Because like I said, if I'm going to go eliminate the threat and they get the drop on me, and they coming to rob me, they coming to tie me and my kids up, and they taking me into the back, or they tell my wife, or I tell my wife, come on out, honey, everything's okay. My wife knows it's some fuckery going on, and she knows to stay in that motherfucking room. She knows not to come in that not to come out, because I have not given the safe word. That's just what it is. That's the kind of stuff that you should know. That's the kind of stuff that you and your kids and all that shit, y'all should know. If there's a fire, where do the kids go? What do the kids do? If they hear that smoke alarm, do they go hide under the bed or in a closet? Or do they come to get out of the house? Do they try to get out? Do they holler and scream, whatever the case may be? Do they know not to run from a fireman, not to hide in a fire? Those are the kind of things that you got to do. Yeah, I know a lot of see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this. That's why we have these kind of shows. Never thought about having a drop ladder. Go on Amazon and you can actually see. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it real quick. That because that could save your life, man. Real talk. Let me go to. Fuck is it? Where do I go? Oh, I got it in this list. Hold on. It's right here. Boom. Yep. I'm gonna actually show y'all my screen so you can see exactly what it is I'm talking about. A lot of people don't think about this, but you got a 2-story house. You need to have one of these. Your kids' bedrooms could be upstairs. In most homes, especially 2-story homes, your kid's room can be upstairs. And it's hard for a kid to try to jump out of a fucking window. I mean, in a fucking fire? Come on, man. You don't want to, I mean, are your children really prepared to do that? Nah, man. Come on now, dude. But this is something you can practice with your kid. See that ladder? $50. 14,000 of them have been bought. Motherfucking 4.5 reviews at 81% give them a 5-star review. Let's make it a little bigger. See that ladder there? That sits inside the room. See like that? 2-story escape ladder, 13 feet long. Bring your kid right to you. See how that works? You might be able to make that jump, but what about your 8-year-old kid? 7-year-old kid? They ain't gonna want to do that, but this way you can get it, set it up, and have your kid do it. It's easy when you outside explaining it to your kid and you talking to them about it and they can see you do it, then they won't be scared to do it. So now they know. See that? It ain't just for your kids, for your ass too. But this is the kind of thing that you want to be able to have in place that your kid will know how to do. Let me make it bigger so everybody can see the shit. That can be set up in a matter of literally seconds. Boom. Drop this motherfucker down. Drop that motherfucker out. Get your ass on this ladder. That simple. You can actually have the kid drop that, and you can get your ass on there to go up and get your kid if you need to. There you go. Go on Amazon and look that shit up. Right. You got your 60, 70-year-old grandmama. She ain't motherfucking jumping out that window. What you gonna do? Chance the fire department getting there with a ladder in enough time? Why would you do that when you can do something like this? I'm just saying, like, giving teens ideas to sneak out of the house, then that's some shit you need to talk to your kids about. Motherfucker. Sneaking out the house is a whole nother different thing. But this is a life or death situation. Do you want to talk to your teen about sneaking out to go get some pussy or some dick? Or do you want to have your teen not have this and you planning your kid's funeral, your teenager's funeral? You tell me which one you want to do. Have a conversation about sneaking out the house? Or do you want to plan a funeral? Because it only takes minutes for a motherfucker to die of smoke inhalation. I'm telling you. And that shit sits right inside the door. It sits right inside that window. And all you do is hook that motherfucker on there. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Motherfucker fire truck ain't even made it out the motherfucking firehouse yet in this time frame. And it's different ones that's on there. That was just the one that I liked. I said, yeah, that shit gonna work. And it had great reviews. Very simple. Can be operated by, my motherfucking 9-year-old kid can do that. Just saying. Boom. You could be right on the bottom of it, saying, come on out, baby. I got you. I'm daddy right here. Just what it is. You see that? This is life or death right here. And this is something that you practice with your children. This is something that you practice with your loved ones so that they can do this shit if in the event that their life is on the line. That's just what it is. You got to make sure that they are ready to do this. Practice makes perfect. Because in a situation where a motherfucker's scared, they're going to do what the fuck they know. And if they don't know this, they won't have the muscle memory to do it. They ain't never did it before. They could potentially not do it or be scared to do it and could burn up because of it. But this is something absolutely that a lot of people may not think of, but you damn sure need to be able to do it and should have it. Just saying, just some shit to think about. I know a lot of people may not think about that shit, but you definitely need to be prepared for this kind of stuff because you never know what the fuck could happen. So take your ass on after the show and go watch a video on this shit. Spend you $50. $50? Come on, man. Come on here now. $50. That's all that shit is. And like I said, you can find different ones and all that kind of shit. They got different ones up there. Exploding fire extinguishers? I don't know what is. Check out exploding fire extinguishers too. I don't know what that is. Explodes on purpose to like blow up and put out the fire in a room or whatever. What if they Triz 313 said, what if they're over 250 pounds? Just saying. If they're over 250 pounds, they need to be working out, need to be losing weight. But I would rather them try this and get a different ladder or a better ladder than to be doing nothing. Sitting up burgers. I'm telling you, a 250-pound person that can't get out on that ladder, whatever the case may be, that needs to be why you need to practice. You may need to get a different kind of ladder. You may need to get a stronger type of ladder. I don't know. But I'm just saying something is better than nothing. Right. They go up and down that ladder more than enough time, they'll lose some weight. Well, if you got that big 400-pound motherfucker, just say, man, you can't go upstairs because you can't make it out the ladder. So till you lose enough weight, you got to stay your ass on the first floor because some shit happened, your big ass can't make it out, you going to burn the fuck up there. That's just what it is. But this is something just to definitely just keep in mind, people, because like I said, just like and I'm gonna tell you like this. I remember when Tommy talked about the fire extinguishers, and it made me realize I had a fire extinguisher, but I didn't have two, and I should have had two. I went and got another fire extinguisher, and I got one in our kitchen, and I got one in the garage. I actually put the brand new one in the kitchen, and I put the other one that we had. I tested it and made sure that it was still good and put it in the garage because I could be somewhere outside and need to grab one and don't have one. So I know if there's an extra one that I need, I know I can get it out the garage. So it's like those are the kind of things that we got to think about and we got to be prepared for because the last thing you want to have happen is to lose a kid or to lose a wife or lose a loved one because you didn't have something simple like a fire extinguisher, something simple like a smoke detector, something simple like a fucking fire ladder or some shit like that. It's like simple things. Simple things. Those are right. Should have one in the car too. You're right. Just like I got in my car, I didn't have those emergency like poncho things in the car. Like, what if I got to go change a tire or change a flat or some shit like that and it's fucking storming outside or it's cold than a motherfucker outside? It's one of those ponchos where it helps with the rain, but it's also like a blanket. What if my car breaks down and I got my kids in the car and I'm all the way out somewhere, I'm an hour or 2 hours away and the car don't work, we ain't got no heat. I got these little poncho / blanket things. They got the little thermal shit on the inside to help with that. Keep you warm. They got they orange on the outside so a motherfucker can see you, and they orange and they got the thermal protection shit on the inside to keep you warm. Those are the kind of things that are simple purchases. Very simple. But people won't have it because they don't think about it. Be prepared. I don't know how we got on this shit, but I guess this is what we should be talking about. But those are the things that you should have on hand, have in a car, have ready, just because you never, ever know. If you can have shit like, what do you call, like battery cables? I mean, not battery cables, but jumper cables. Or have one of those jumper things where it's the battery that's in it and you just hook it up. That's what you want to have to be prepared for if something goes left in your home. That's what we did. That's what we were talking about. Thank you, Nikki. We didn't came full circle now. That's why you want to make sure you have a gun. You want to make sure that you have hollow point bullets in it as opposed to having full metal jackets, because the full metal jacket will go through a wall way more easier and way more quicker than a whatchamacallit will. A hollow point. Nope, I should have a generator. I ain't got it all figured out, but I should have a generator. A portable generator. We should all have one. Because you never know. I do got a motherfucking go bag, though. I'll tell you that, in case I got a boogie. I do have a plate carrier, in case I got to come rob one of you motherfuckers that ain't got shit, and I need to have some motherfucking I need to get some of the shit you got. I made that decision when COVID first hit and they started them lockdowns. I said, yeah, I may not have everything, but I'm damn sure gonna make sure I have the shit I need in case I need to go take some shit from somebody who got everything. That's all I'm saying. Yep. I'll be one of them motherfuckers that'll be like, hey man, I know you got that portable generator, Calvin. You need to go ahead and let me have it, man, because I got this AR-15 out here, man, and I don't want to have to kick that door in and go to work, man. I need that generator, player. I'm that guy. Hey, look, Calvin, I know you ain't got no gun, man, but you got that toilet paper in there, man, and man, I need that toilet paper, man. Matter of fact, let me get them canned goods too, bro. Don't make this hard. Don't do this the hard way. I'm just saying. That's just what it is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh, you know what? Great. This is a great point. Thanks for this, Godfather. One of the things that you need to make sure that you have, I can't wait till I get mine sometime next year. Get you a real motherfucking dog. A dog. If you can, if you have the space for it and you can afford it, a dog is one of the best alarm systems that you can ever have. You can have your ADT system all the fuck you want, but a good ass real motherfucking dog. Ain't talking about one of them little what my wife called a foofy dog. Nope. Talking about a German Shepherd, a Rottweiler, a Cane Corso. If you got the land, get you a Belgian Malinois, a Persian Canario. You want you a dog, because a dog will hear a nigga 5 miles away, baby. A dog will smell a motherfucker outside your property. Before any alarm go off, you want that dog like, woof, woof. Wait, hold on, goddammit. That's a great alarm system. Get you a real dog, not no little bark. Not one of them little bitty motherfuckers that ain't gonna do shit. Some motherfuckers that if they bust in that motherfucking door, that motherfucking Corso gonna be on that motherfucker's ass. Like, yeah, nigga, I've been waiting on this. Let me show you what I can do. That's what you want to have a dog. I'm telling you right now. And get you a trained dog. Don't just go pick up a motherfucking dog and just have them motherfucker wilding out, pissing on everything, and eating up everything in your goddamn house. Take the dog and go get the dog trained. Take the motherfucker to a tack school so the motherfucker know what the fuck to do. Right, I want to die wolf too, shit. That's what you want. Because I'm telling you, especially for women, y'all single women, when Kevin Samuels was telling motherfuckers to buy a dog and die alone, look, you need to make sure it's a real big dog. Just in case. Because a nigga come busting through that door and gonna take him some pussy, or whatever the fuck he gonna come take, you want a real dog to, at the very least, what a real dog will do will buy you some time to get away or to get help. You don't want no dog where motherfucker, there's a lot of criminals that know how to subvert a dog. There's a lot of criminals that know how to hit a dog, how to raise their fist to a dog, and the dog motherfucking get scared and get spooked. Just saying, because that shit matters. When you're talking about dealing with an assailant and all that kind of shit, a dog that's been trained to deal with that, when a motherfucker do try to put their hand over the dog's eyes and make the dog scared, pick the dog up by his hind legs, make the dog scared, hit the dog with a belt, or make a loud noise and the dog gets scared, that's because the dog hasn't been trained for that. Yup, pay that little extra money once you buy that dog to get that dog properly trained to protect you and to protect your family and your loved one. You got that crazy nigga that come by the house, he gonna make you understand that he really do love you, or that if he can't have you, nobody can. You got that dog there that'll fuck his ass up and that'll motherfucking take care of business for you so you can call the police. Just saying. So I hope that this video helped somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that the information that I showed you guys and gave you guys tonight can help y'all in some shape, form, or fashion. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I hope y'all had a great holiday weekend and got to spend some time with some family. I want to give a shout out for Rick, hit your boy with $10. I want to give a shout out to Nikki, hit your boy with $2. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all the donations. If you're watching this on the replay, please click that like button. Please click that subscribe button if this is your first time watching. Hey, go and watch some of the other content. I want to give a shout out to all my mods. Thank you guys so much for helping with the show. I really do appreciate you guys. Y'all the best mods in the world. Thank you to everybody that has joined the channel as a subscriber. Thank you to everybody that has clicked the like button. I love you guys. And for everybody that's been here since day one and just got here today, I thank you all. I love you all. Till next time, peace and I'm out. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section that makes sense. And also, if you got any questions or anything like that, put that in the comment section as well. I try my best to respond to the comment section, at least sometimes give you a thumbs up if I agree with something that you say. I thank you guys so much. And last but definitely not least, I want to give a shout out to Soto Nation and shout out to my brother Tommy Soto, my man. Can't wait for you to come back, brother. I love you. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. And yes, please subscribe to my other channel, the United Guns of America. We had about 15 people over there tonight. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I even think my nephew Malcolm was over there too. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Peace. And I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening. I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.